In this video, we're going to learn how to make a graph in Google Sheets. So the best way to get to Google Sheets is in your Drive, hit New, and select Google Sheets, and an untitled spreadsheet will pop up. I would title your spreadsheet Water Drops on a Penny, so you know where to find it later. Now, you have to input your results in the spreadsheet in order to make a graph. So you're going to put your independent variables, so what you changed in this box right here for A1. So we're going to pretend that I changed water temperature, and you can just hit enter, and I'm just going to make this bigger. And in the box right next to it in B1, you're going to write number of drops. So we're going to pretend that the three changes I made for my water temperature was cold. I used cold water, I used room temperature water, and maybe I used hot water. So you're going to set it up to look like this. And then in the B column, you're going to use the average that you calculated for your three trials. So I'm just going to make up some numbers. So maybe I had 45 drops for cold and 32 for room and I don't know, 29 for hot. So completely made up numbers. Once you have your independent variables here and the average for number of drops for each of those changes here, you can make a graph. So you want to click on this box and then scroll and drag, so you highlight it in blue. And then you're going to come over here to these three dots, hit more, and you're going to hit this box right here that says insert chart. So if you insert chart, it's going to make you a graph. Now this automatically made me a pie chart, but I actually want a bar graph, and I want a vertical bar graph. So I'm going to hit this arrow under chart type, and I'm going to select my vertical bar graph right here, and there's my graph. Now, make sure before you leave this chart editor, your graph has a title, and if you put your values in the columns, you're going to have a title. Make sure your graph has the labels that we talked about that are required for a good graph. So if it doesn't have a title or labels, you can fix that by going into Customize, Chart and Axis Titles, and you can click the arrow and select which one you need to change, and you can change it. So I'm just to show you, I'm going to change my chart title to say the relationship between the number of drops and water temperature, because that's what we talked about a good graph title should be. So once you have that done, you can just hit enter and you are done your graph.